Hi, this is Mrs. Oakley, and today we're going to be looking at Unit 1, Lesson 5. Today we're going to be talking about dot plots. Okay, first off, we need to know our math terminology for this lesson. A dot plot uses a number line to show the number of times each value is used in a data set. Okay, so here's an example. Here of all of our data, these are puppy weights and pounds. First thing we have to do is take our number line and label it. Our lowest value is a 9, so we're going to start with 9, and we're going to make each line its own number. So we're counting from 9 to 16. Notice that 16 is the highest. Now, as I go through here, I'm going to see there's 1, 2, 3 nines. So I do that. I'm going to put 3 dots on there. All right. Then 10. Well, let's go through. 1, 2, 3 tens. So let's put 3 dots there. 11 has 2 dots. 12 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 13 has 1, 2. And 15 has 1, 2. And 16 has 1. All right. Oh, let me go and let me clear this screen. Okay, now you're going to try. We're going to find the smallest value, which is the 2. And we're going to put it there. 3, 4, and 5. Counting how many 2s? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to put 5 dots there. And we're going to look at 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to look at 4. 1, 2, 3. And then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's our dot plots. Okay, now we're going to talk about what we call the shape of distribution. So what shape does it kind of do? A distribution is skewed left. Listen to that. Skewed left. That's a weird word we don't hear a lot. So when most of the data values are on the right, okay? So just so you remember, this is the left side and this is the right. So notice that most of them are on the right, so it's skewed to the left. Don't ask me why it says skew to the left, except for there's not much on the left, okay? We call this end here the tail. The left side of the plot is called the tail. All right, let me clear my screen. Let's go to the next one. A distribution is skewed right. Now remember, it was skewed left when all the data was on the right side, remember? Now we have skewed right, so the data is values, most of them are going to be on the left. The right side of the plot is called, well, again, it's called the tail. So again, let's talk about this being the left, this being the right, okay? Remember, all the data has to be on the left for it to be skewed right. All right. Now, here's a distribution we call symmetric. It is symmetric when the data on the left is approximately a mirror image of the data on the right. Doesn't have to be exact, but it has to be close. So you can see it's pretty much the same on both sides. There's a couple differences, like there's no 1 over here, and on this side there's 2 sets of 4 and there's only 1 set of 4, but it's pretty close. Okay, a uniform distribution is when there are approximately the same number of each data values. A uniform distribution is also called symmetrical. So notice this is definitely uniform. Everybody got 4 across the board. Okay, symmetric because it's left and right look the same. All right, let's practice. I want you to think about What would we call this? Would we call it skewed right, skewed left, uniform, or symmetric? Give you a minute to think. If you said it's skewed to the left, you're correct. Because remember, if it's skewed to the left, the tail will be on the left side. Okay, let's look at this one. I bet you can't guess this one. This one's kind of easy, isn't it? I hope you said it was uniformed or symmetric. See how everybody got three? That's definitely uniform. Look at it's symmetric, right? Okay, looking down here, what would you call this one? I hope you would have called this symmetric or uniformed. It's pretty much, there's some differences, but for the most part, it's pretty much the same all the way across, and it's on each side. How about this one? Remember, always look for the tail so we know it's skewed. What side is this? Definitely skewed right. Good job. All right, we're going to practice one more. You ready? This is your turn. What would you call this one? Skewed right, skewed left, uniformed, or symmetric? There's four choices. I hope you said it was uniform or symmetric because it pretty much is. Here's the next one. Remember, look for the tail. If it's not the same symmetric on both sides, look for the tail. I hope you said skewed right because remember the tail's right here on the right. Here's the next one. What could we call this one? I hope you, excuse me. I hope you said skewed left because remember the tail is on the left. Last one. Bet you can't guess. If you called this symmetric or uniform, you'd be exactly right. Great job. All right, now that's the end of Unit 1, Lesson 5. I need you to go and back to your class craft map and go on to your next lesson or your next or on to your practice. Excuse me, I forgot what I was going to say. Have a great day, and I'll see you for Unit 1, Lesson 6.